Hey, Shalom. This is YAHAWAH with the GMS Dallas camp. First off, I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH by SHAM YAHAWASHI. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Akim scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, keeping this word in truth and sincerity. Yeah, I just wanted to do a quick video, pretty much going into Ecclesiastes chapter 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna make this video too long. It's probably gonna be a real short video, but I just wanted to make touch on a few points when it comes to Ecclesiastes, the first chapter. Okay, because we all understand that living in this world, in this life, is pointless. Because everything is vanity. Because when the Most High is gonna come back, man, He's gonna burn everything up. All your possessions, everything you ever owned, as far as your car, your house, you know what I'm saying, and material things like that, So I'm going to start off with Ecclesiastes chapter 1. I'm going to start off at verse 1. Alright? It says, the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem, talking about King Solomon. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. You know what I'm saying? So he's saying vanity of vanities, all is vanity, right? So what does vanity mean? You know what I'm saying? It means empty. So everything in this world, man, is vanity, is empty, is pointless. There's no real substance to it. Oops, I got the wrong word. Let's see, vanity. Right? Says the gent to breathe the breath of the mouth. Riches vanishes more quick. Okay, so if you read in the lexicon, right, it says breath, breathing, used of a gentle breeze, of a breath of the mouth, is rendered commonly used of anything transitory, evanescent, right? For my days are a breath. Riches vanish more quickly than a breath. Childhood and youth are vanity. The signification, something vain and empty, vainly empty, right? Especially used of idols as being vain and impotent. See, exhalation, vapor, mist, darkness. You know what I'm saying? So it likens the word in the Hebrew for vanity is vapor, breath, vapor, vanity, man. That's what everything is, man. Like we read in those examples in the lexicon, everything is as a breath. When it's cold outside and you breathe out, that warm breath of yours creates a vapor that only lasts for a second and then vanishes. So that's why it compares it as a breath or a vapor. You know what I'm saying? It's everything we own and we have in this world is vanity. It's as a breath, ready to vanish away as like a vapor. Okay, you know what I mean? Let's see. All right, so that's it on that word vanity in the Hebrew, right? It says vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he taketh under the sun? One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever, man. So it said, what profit a man of all his labors he take it under the sun, man. So all the work that you're doing under the sun, man, what does it profit? Like, what really is the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying? Let's see, verse 5. The sun also riseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. The wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again unto it according to his circuits. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full. Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again. All things are full of labor, man cannot utter it. The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. The thing that have been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done, is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun, man. So all these things, the sun goes down, sets, comes back up the next day. You know what I'm saying? The wind, comes from one direction of the earth, goes the other, and comes back around. You know what I'm saying? The rivers flow into the sea, but the sea is not full. You know what I'm saying? The man cannot, all things are full of labor. The man cannot utter it. Everything that has been, it shall be, and there is no new thing under the sun, man. So at the end of the day, man, all things are vanity and empty and pointless, because it's all going to come around again. You're going to die. Your son might come up after you and do the same thing that you did, and he going to die, and then his son's going to do the same thing that he did. You know what I'm saying? So what really is the point, of all that? You know what I'm saying? What is the profit of that man's labor? You know what I'm saying? Let's see, I'm gonna jump down, for pretty much giving Solomon's wisdom, take on it, giving his wisdom on it. This is verse 13. And I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all these things, all things that are done under heaven. This sore travail hath the Most High given to the sons of man to be exercised therewith. You know what I'm saying? So Solomon was, with his whole heart, searching out these things. What was the purpose of it? You know what I'm saying? Like we read in verse 13, and I gave my heart to seek and search out by wisdom concerning all these things that are done under heaven. You know what I'm saying? So, he was looking to see, what was the purpose of all these things that were done under the sun, right? These things that were the Most High given unto the sons of man. You know what I'm saying? Verse 14, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and behold, all is vanity and vexation of spirit, man. So everything so Solomon already knew, man. He's already watched and seen enough to know that everything that man does under the sun is vanity and vexation of spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that word vexation means like a real great annoyance. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, longing, striving, okay, female. Desire, study of a thing. Let's see, let me get that. Let's see, vexation. Right. It's the state of being annoyed, frustrated, or worried, right? Annoyance, irritation, synonyms is annoyance, irritation, exasperation, indignation, anger, displeasure, pike bile, bad mood, aggravation, right? Okay, and that's what life is, man. It's just a big annoyance and aggravation of spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like we read in verse 15, that which is crooked cannot be made straight, and that which is wanting cannot be numbered. I commune with my own heart, saying, Lo, I am come to great estate, and have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem. Yea, my heart had great experience and wisdom and knowledge. So, Solomon was saying, look, I've searched out all these things, and I've attained all this wisdom and all this wisdom from the Most High, and all this experience. You know what I'm saying? And all this knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom, and to know madness and folly. I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit. For much wisdom is much grief, and he that increases knowledge increases sorrow, man. So and that's true, man. The more knowledge you increase, man, the more that sorrow will increase. Okay. Let's see. Let's go to the next. I said in my heart, go to now, and I will prove thee with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, and behold, this also is vanity, man. So even having that joy and that pleasure, man, is in this world is all vanity. right? And he gives you a few examples in these next verses. He said, I sought in my heart to give myself unto wine, yet clear my heart with wisdom, and to lay hold of folly, till I might see what it was good for the sons of men, which they should do under the heaven all their days of their life, right? And then he tells you, I made great works. He made gardens and orchards, pools, water. He had servants and maidens, and then servants born in his house. You know what I'm saying? He had cattle. He gathered silver and the peculiar treasures of kings. You know what I'm saying? The sons of instruments, right? So this is verse 9. So I was great and increased more than all that were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me, man. So Solomon increased his knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, and get all these great things, gold, silver, all the things that were listed in those few verses that we skimmed through. Okay, verse 10. And whatsoever my eyes desired, I kept not from them. I withheld not my heart from any joy, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my portion of all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had wrought, and all the labor that I had labored to do, and behold, all was vanity and vexation of spirit, and there was no profit under the sun, man. So even all these things that Solomon had accomplished, all these things that he wrought, with hard labor, he found out that it was still all vanity